Hi everybody, this is Jim Wagner with TZAcademy, and I am back with another one of our students this week for our video profiles. This week we have what would be to-be junior Ian Buckner. Ian is a pitcher at West Ranch High School, and Ian has a little interesting background in terms of how he got started and some of the things that he did that we want to be able to share with you. So Ian, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So Ian, we were talking before that you came to me at about 12, and tell me how that started and how our relationship here began.
Yeah, well, around before 12, I was doing a bit of just kind of tossing with my dad and light stuff, and football, and I was a quarterback then, so I'd really used my arm a little bit, but not to the point of like getting to that level of a real pitcher. So I came to Jim at about 12, and immediately off the bat I really didn't know what I was doing, but he kind of got me to that first level of just getting into that point of hoping to get to that high school level, at least for the first goal. And yeah, so around 12 just started getting into baseball and pitching and everything with Jim.
And you had mentioned to me you had been playing baseball just that month.
Oh
when
yeah.
you first came in here.
Yeah.
And I remember catching him and just going, boy, this is going to be a lot of work. But I think maybe about a year later you came back and you had matured and physically it started to grow more. So then what happened at that point? I don't know if that was maybe about 7th grade, 8th grade.
Yeah, I think around then we kind of started to notice maybe there was something going on with my arm. I mean, in football I knew I always had a good arm as a quarterback, but when we were kind of just throwing, I think it was one day around in 8th grade or something, it was like I kind of started to notice something in my arm, and it was like, wait a minute, we've got something here. So and then from there I just kind of was able to move into more of a velocity based arm versus what I thought was just going to be a kid just trying to pound the strike zone and maybe get to a certain level. But yeah, I think it really kind of spiraled from there.
And so you tried out at West Ranch and made the team, and that first semester actually went really well, right?
Yeah.
And then like anything in the game, there's peaks and valleys, and tell us about the spring season.
Yeah, so yeah, like Jim was saying, the first semester was good, and then the second semester I kind of going into it, I just I don't know if it was mental or something, or maybe it was just I hadn't really had some stuff figured out within me, but I kind of struggled to really find the zone at all. And for spring it was I still had that velo, but I couldn't really really get the ball. I mean, I was able to get it near the plate, but not at the level that I really needed to.
Well, I seem to remember that you actually had some big velocity numbers that where were you velocity wise, and what did you top out that freshman year?
Oh yeah, that freshman year I topped out in here at 89.3, which was that was a big deal for sure.
Right. And now since then, where have you been? What's your top velocity, and sort of how did the summer go for you?
Well, this summer I got clocked at least the games that I know, 91.7 as a max, and then other than that, it's actually been pretty good this year. I've had, like he was saying, some peaks and valleys with velocity control, but for the most part, I've definitely been able to, channel everything that's going on and, keep that upper 80s velocity at least, and then, be able to throw some strikes with different pitches and stuff. So the summers went well.
So how has TZAcademy helped you out? What are some things that you were able to garner for yourself as this process has gone along?
Oh, I mean, I don't know what I would be at. I would guess maybe upper 70s if I hadn't been here. And just everything in here, from the arm care to the classes to the timelines to the medicine balls on the wall, just everything that I've been doing in here has really not just given me the ability for the velo, but also just kind of make myself, like I was saying earlier, the all-around pitcher that I really am going to need to be. So yeah,
right. Thank you. As I cut you off there at a very critical point. So what are your goals for varsity this year and beyond?
My goals for varsity this year are to definitely increase velo and just try to be able to get to that point where I'm really overall channeling everything into being able to throw like really hard strikes, and just play well for West Ranch, and eventually hope to get that that scholarship somewhere good, and just help my team win any way I can.
Awesome. That's
Yeah.
cool. Well, Ian, thank you for joining us today to learn a little bit about your path. If you have any questions about TZ Academy, you want to find out some info, you can find us online at TZAcademy.com. Also, you can follow us on Twitter at TZ Academy, as well as on Facebook and LinkedIn. There's all kinds of information on those sites. We also have our Elite Pitchers Boot Camp with the Texas Baseball Ranch coming out here at the end of September, so there's information on the website about that. For myself, Jim Wagner, and for Ian Buckner with West Ranch High School, we wish you a good day.